Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Edge channel. Eddie Hearn, the promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, hopes that the next opponent of his words will still be the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles, Alexander Usyk. The teams of Joshua and Usyk practically agreed on a rematch, which was to take place in May or June. However, Hearn believes that despite all this, Usyk will be able to fight Joshua in June. Will Joshua's fight against Usyk take place? I really think so. I believe that this fight will be the next one, and it will take place in June. The Talk Sports portal quotes Hearn as saying, Frank Smith, CEO of the Matchroom Boxing promotion company, commented on the words of his colleague Bob Arum that Alexander Usyk was allowed to train for a rematch fight with Anthony Joshua. Smith said that he has no official information yet, but expressed hope that the fate of the Usyk-Joshua rematch will be clarified this week. I'm sure we've all seen the same tweet saying that Bob Arum made a comment about it. I think this week we will really be able to see if we can make plans for this fight. Of course, we are waiting. Hopefully, we will get some clarity this week. Joshua wants a rematch with Usyk. He wants to enter the ring and return the belts. This has always been the #1 goal, so let's deal with the situation this week, Frank Smith said in an interview. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Bob Arum, a promoter of the WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, doesn't believe that the Briton will end his career after the fight with Whyte, and plans to arrange for him to unify with the winner of the rematch between Anthony Joshua and Usyk. Tyson Fury will end his career when I retire. Perhaps he will perform for a long time after I stop fighting. You know, fighters say that they probably want to force themselves to make superhuman a force in the duel that they are about to face. Then they say, this will be my last fight. But I don't believe it. Of course, I want Fury to fight the winner of the rematch Joshua Usyk after the fight with Whyte. If this fight takes place, then Fury can fight the winner in the fall, Bob Arum said in an interview. Former world champion and two weight categories David Haye believes that at the peak of his career, he could have defeated all the current heavyweight leaders: Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. In my best years, I would have passed all the current heavyweight tops. Tyson Fury is extremely agile for a big guy. Alexander Usyk is left-handed. It will be hard to approach him. Anthony Joshua is incredibly powerful, and if he gives free rein to his hands in combination, then you will be in the big trouble. If Deontay Wilder hits you anywhere, you are in trouble. They all have very good attributes, said David Haye. Former heavyweight title contender Kubrat Pulev said he was not surprised by the victory of the current WBA, WBO and IBF title holder Alexander Usyk over Anthony Joshua. The Bulgarian boxer is convinced that if Usyk and Joshua have a rematch, then this time the Ukrainer will win an early victory. I wasn't surprised by the result of their fight. There is nothing special about Joshua. I lost to him because I was sick with COVID. I wasn't preparing for the fight. Of course, it's my fault, but there is nothing special about it. I knew he would never come back the way he was before. Usyk is completely different. In the rematch, Usyk will probably knock out Joshua. And Anthony knows about it. I'm ready to have a rematch with Joshua. Now I'm going to have a fight, and then I'm ready to fight any opponent. It doesn't matter who it is. I have a lot of power, I have a lot of experience, and I'm ready. This is my time, Kubrat Pulev said. Undefeated British heavyweight Joe Joyce hinted that former United World Champion Anthony Joshua didn't want to fight him. Joyce was called one of the contenders for a fight with Joshua if the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles, Alexander Usyk, could not give AJ an immediate rematch. However, Joyce made it clear that because of Joshua's unwillingness to fight with him, he switched to other rivals. What happened to Anthony Joshua? I thought he wanted to get hacked. I guess I will have to beat whoever is next on the list, Joyce wrote on his Twitter page. Eddie Hearn, the promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, hopes that the next opponent of his word will still be the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles, Alexander Usyk. The teams of Joshua and Usyk almost agreed on a rematch, which was to take place in May or June. However, Hearn believes that despite all this, Usyk will be able to fight Joshua in June. Will Joshua's fight against Usyk take place? I really think so. I believe that this fight will be the next one, and it will take place in June, as Hearn said. Hearn, the promoter of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua, still doubts that the owner of WBA, WBO and IBF titles Alexander Usyk will give an immediate rematch to his word. I said that I was waiting for Usyk's fight with Joshua, but then I saw the news that Vasily Lomachenko would not fight with Kambosos. This made me think that Usyk might be following in his footsteps. So I need to talk to Alexander Krasuk and we need to make a decision. We need to find out what's going on, and then we will figure it out. I expect we will figure it out in this week. Joshua wants a fight from me. He is ready to fight and wants to stay active. We need to make a decision as soon as possible. I don't know how to estimate the probability of this match. 4 days ago I would have said 70-30 that Usyk would take the fight, but now it's 70-30 against this fight. I don't know where he is, what he is thinking about, what the situation is there, but we need to know about it, said Eddie Hearn. The former world champion in 2 categories, American Andre Ward, shared his opinion about the confrontation between Alexander Usyk and Britain Anthony Joshua. Recall that on September 25 in London, Usyk confidently boxed Joshua and took away from him the world champion titles in 3 prestigious heavyweight versions. In the contract for the fight there was a clause about a mandatory, in case of Joshua's defeat, rematch, which is planned for the spring of 2022. Ward noted that Joshua is able to get even for the defeat, but only if challenges are made. I think Anthony can win, but I think he has to change something. I think he needs to remove his muscle mass, as he tried to do for the first fight. He showed us in the rematch with Andy Ruiz that he can rebuild, so we can't write him off. Andre is sure. I know that people give up on him, but this is what they do in boxing. People want to be the first to say he is going to beat this guy, and the first to jump off this ship when something bad happens. He can make the necessary adjustments. I was arguing with a man the other day, Ward continues. He said that Anthony Joshua has no character. I say, brother, he wouldn't have come here as an amateur and as a professional if he didn't have a character. He just didn't know what he needed to do. We saw him thinking like, damn, how do I stop missing punches from this smaller fighter? He just didn't know. In fact, he needs to be given a concept of what he needs to do. To use the superiority in size, to be behind the jab, not to miss, not to try to be good, to impose your will. And let's remove this fighter. If he implements it, I think he can win. Andre Ward said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.